Damn, I was in a deep sleep. I got some good sleep though. So, you know, I took a look at the live stream that Keys to Seed dropped just recently, man. And to me, bro, that's total isolation for you right there, man. When you have been isolated for so long, you are not going to be in your right mind at all. Matter of fact, you're going to lose your mind. Huh. You're going to lose your fucking mind, bro. You see what I'm saying? The guy had a girlfriend since the last time he had one. And I take it that he probably only had one girlfriend his whole entire life. Or he probably still a virgin. You know what I'm saying? There's some bad things that can happen to your brain when you're isolated, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not totally isolated, man. I get out and I talk to people. You know, I have beers with people and shit like that. You know, but isolation is not good for your mind. It's not. I've seen it happen to criminals and stuff. That's the same thing that happens to like criminals in prison. When they get put into isolation, they're in there talking to themselves. They start going crazy. They start going mad. Just look at some of them prison documentaries here on YouTube, man, about where they put the killers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when the killers act up behind bars, you know, and where they put them, you know, they put them somewhere in a box, basically, you know. And then, like I said, they be in there talking to themselves and going crazy on the ground, lying down flat on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to get out. It's not natural for a human being to be isolated, bruh. It does weird things to your mind. You feel me? You know, and it's hitting them hard, bro. You know, it's hitting his ass hard.
Wait.
He's not there in the head, bro. You know, a lot of the times you gotta get out and get around people, man. You know, after a while, you'll start becoming crazy. Remember, he wasn't like this 8 years ago when I first started following him. You know what I'm saying? But now the years have went by, and he's been basically an incel. Somebody said he wasn't sub 5. No, he's sub 5. That negative cancel tilt, that fat chin. He talking about double chin. He got a double chin. And I think he said he been fasting and stuff. You know, you feel me? Trying to get back into shape. Oh, trying to get into shape, because he never was in shape. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said, hopefully he'll come out of that. Man, the only way he can get out of that, man, you know, the only way he might be able to get out of it is that he gets some help or he gets a girlfriend, you know, which he's never gonna get a girlfriend. Let's just face it, bruh. The dating market is way too competitive. You know, if me, a guy that's in shape, can't get a girlfriend, then not a fat guy like him. he's not gonna get no girlfriend. That's why I say a bald guy, uh, short bald guy, right? You know, he was so excited that he had a date, and I was like, a date? I laughed because that doesn't mean anything, bro. It's like, doesn't mean you have a girlfriend yet just because you got a date. Can't nobody escape struggling, you know, unless something, you know, drastic happens in your life, or something major happens, you know, or some change. That's the only way you can escape struggling in the dating market or in seldom, okay? I had to separate the two. There's two different things. Incels, in seldom, and struggling, which is me. I'm struggling. I'm not an incel, but I struggle to get sex on the regular, and I struggle getting a girlfriend, okay? Incels, like, you can't even get sex at all. You just done deal, you know what I'm saying? You know. But nobody can come out of that unless you have money, basically, being part of the 20%. You know, that's why I say you guys got to, like, work your way into that 20%. That's the only way you can come out of that madness. You feel what I'm saying? He succeeds. He's there. He's doing life, bro. You understand what life is? He's never going to get a girlfriend, ever, in his lifetime, unless he becomes with the money, man. Unless he get that bread right, you feel me? Then he'll get out of it. Other than that, bro, he gonna be stuck there talking about demons and ghosts and, you know, and semen getting injected inside his body. He gonna be doing that for like a lifetime. 10 years gonna go by, 20 years, man, he ain't gonna never get out. There's no coming out of that. I'm sorry, guys. He's done. Next for him, he gonna end up being a motherfucker that deletes himself, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know. What's up with a Monty Hunter? Yeah, shoot my monkey ass, man. Shoot my monkey ass. He's stupid. He's going insane, bro. Bro, he's done for, man. In the head, bro. He's not going back. What's up with a Monty Hunter? What's up with it? He's done. He's not gonna get out of that, man. What you think this is, bro? Ain't no time for no games, man. He's done. What's up with a Captain Commander? You know? He said he needs to put down and focus. He needs to put down the Mickey D's and focus on the bread. Yeah, but he's not going to think like that, man. He's already done. I don't see him getting out there and bettering himself at this point. He's already losing it in the head. So he can't even get around normal people no more. He's done. I have lost hope for Heed, bro. I thought in my head maybe he could turn this shit around. Maybe he could get out of jail and say, man, I need to change my life. Nope. He came out of jail worse than ever, man. He came out of jail worse than ever, bro. He ain't gonna never get out of that. If he gets a girlfriend, then I can see him getting out of that, man. But, nah. He has lost it, bro. Forever, he will be alone, bro. And I think he's gonna jump it all. I think he's gonna end it all. I hate to like jinx him, but bruh, he's heading down a dark path like you wouldn't believe right now at this point. He gonna want to end it all in a minute. Watch, I'm telling you. I hate to say that because it's like, but I can see it already, man. He already tried to get killed by a cop. That's suicidal. Yeah, he is suicidal. He had a video talking about, I'm not suicidal. Yeah, you are, bro. You just, bro, you got pulled over by the cops while you were drinking and driving, and you told a cop to shoot your monkey ass. That's called suicidal, bro. You're done for. It's over with, bro. And then he starts talking about demons and spirits. It's like, bro, you are finished. You are finished in the head, bro. There's no coming back from this, bro. You see what I'm saying? Nah, he finished. He gonna end it all, bro. In a minute. You feel me? That's just the way it is, man. Dude ain't had a girlfriend since, a girlfriend had him. Or dude haven't had pussy since pussy had him. That's better. The West is competitive, bro. What can I say? Dudes are not getting girlfriends just like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, if I'm struggling as a guy that's average looking, I know that sub 5 men are struggling harder, okay, than dudes who are average looking, okay. And I say I'm average looking because I'm not a Tyrone, so I'm under Tyrone. If I was a Tyrone, I wouldn't even be in the situation that I'm in right now, where I'm struggling. You feel what I'm saying? So if I know I'm struggling for years at a time, I know that dudes who are sub 5 are struggling. Short ball guy, he ain't getting out of that, bro. Talking about, yeah, I got a date, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a date. I'm like, dude, that don't mean anything. Women are very picky nowadays. And what happened? I told you motherfuckers that wasn't gonna turn out well for him, bro. That don't mean anything because you got a date. We all know that we need multiple dates to find a girlfriend. Like when I was out there dating before the internet, I was going on multiple dates trying to find a girlfriend. And finally, I found one. After about dating how many women? Dating 20 or 30 women. One was good and I kept her. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that you got a girlfriend because you got a date. You're not going to just get out of that situation just like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even if you did find a female and started having sex with her, eventually she's going to get bored and she's going to leave, man. She's going to ghost you. It has happened to me before. I'm tearing the pussy up, beating it up from behind and front, the back, side. You know what I'm saying? I'm just beating that pussy up in every which way. And then, all of a sudden, she ghosts me. You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue. That's what's been happening to me. And you thinking you got her, man, because you beating the skins and you raw dogging and shit. You busting nuts inside the coochie. And then she ends up ghosting you, bro. It wasn't like that before, man. Like back before, man, we started having, before the internet and shit, if we started having unprotected sex, we was boyfriend and girlfriend, just like that. You know what I'm saying? But now it's not like that. Women got too many options, bro. You're not coming out of that without money. I'm sorry. Unless you get the bag, you're going to be there for a lifetime. That's it. Until you die. Women got way too many options. They don't have to settle for sub 5 men anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about the sub 5 female, she could find a guy that's average like me. She don't have to go for like dudes who are fat, overweight, obese. They don't have to go for that no more. And he succeed. He's fat, overweight, and sub 5 at the same time. So he got a whole lot of things going against him, bro. That's keeping him from getting a girlfriend. A lot. First, he got to get his weight under control. Then he has to go to school or do something with his life to get that bag. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of struggle. And it might take years for you to get it, but you will get it. But he not thinking like that. He not coming out talking like, man, I need to go back to school and shit like that. And now, if he would have got out of jail talking like that, then I'd been like, okay, there's some hope for he to see. He going back to school. He gonna become a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. Then I can say, okay, we got some hope for he to succeed, baby. Yeah, there's some hope, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like that, bro. He didn't get out of jail talking like that. He got out of jail talking about some weird demons and spiritual realm and or whatever and all that other shit, bro. He's cooked in the head, and once you lose your head, once you're cooked in the head, it's completely over. We talking about all the way over. It ain't no coming back from that, man. Ain't no coming back. You know. Ain't no coming back. You feel me? Cause now he done lost his head. And you can't even go to school with that. You can't concentrate with that, man. No discipline. Feel me? So yeah, he's done for, guys. I'm sorry. No hope for he to succeed. There's no hope for short ball guy. No hope for him. These guys are inferior when it comes to genetics. They're at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to genetics. They're at the bottom of the barrel. You feel what I'm saying? You got he can succeed, fat, sub 5. Then you got short ball guy, short, bald, just like his name in the, you know, on his profile, you know, short and bald. That's inferior genetics, bro. That's not. You can't come out of that without money. Both of these guys need money. And he's never gonna fucking he's never gonna get millions of dollars in his bank account unless he does something drastic like change his behavior and start chasing the bag. You feel what I'm saying? You know. But he's never gonna get out of that situation that he's in. You can just hang that shit up, stick a fork in that bitch. It's done. There's no hope. I don't see him turning around at all. I don't see, short ball guy getting up on his grind. It's like he's been trained and programmed to not chase the bag. He's been trained that way. You feel me? I don't know who raised him, but it's all their fault, man. It's the parents' fault, bro. They raised these people. His mother and father should have been like, my son is not going to be that tall because I wasn't that tall. Or he's not going to be very good looking. So we got to be on his ass about school. We got to be on his ass about, chasing that bag. Because Tiger Woods' dad, he was on Tiger Woods. The moment Tiger Woods came out of the womb, he was on him about that golf, bro. Matter of fact, he put a golf club in his hand The moment he was able to walk and talk, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He loved his son, man. He cared about him. And he wanted him to do well with women when he got older. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened. He became a billionaire golfer, bro. Got a lot of money. Got a lot of options, a lot of girlfriends. You know. He dating models and all kinds of goddamn beautiful top tier women and shit. You know, Tiger Woods, you know, because his father was like on his ass about that golf. From birth. Okay? Not from his teenage years, you know, no, from birth. He was on him. You know what I'm saying? Taught him everything there is to know about golf. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I said your parents have failed. Yeah, yes, your parents have failed you. If you haven't got to be anything by the time you get to be in your 20s, if you haven't met your goal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your parents have failed you. Because your parents should have been on you about competing from when you since you can walk and talk. Showing up to your school, making sure you're getting good grades and shit. And then punish you when you don't get good grades, okay? Take away your Super Nintendo or your I'm thinking Super Nintendo, I'm thinking 90s. Take away your PlayStation, you know. Take away your PlayStation 5. And nowadays, you know, you ain't doing good in school, giving them controllers to that game. And put them controllers up. You're gonna have to do better in school. We need you to concentrate on school right now. You know, they don't do that, bro. They just let their kids go to school and don't check on them. You know, not on them. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they keep him around. Like, dad failed him, bro. It's like, bro, still living with your parents or your dad at 34. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, it's not a good look for women, bro. You know? And that's what I say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bad parents, high priest. Same thing with my mother and father. They never cared about what I did. That's what I'm saying. Some people want to have children, but they don't want to be parents. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes hard work and being consistent with your child, you know, to be a real good parent. You feel what I'm saying? So some people, they have children, but they can't be good parents. They fuck up being good parents. So that's why me and you are struggling right now. That's why, okay, I'm good. Martial arts taught me discipline. I'm going to go off that. You feel me? So this guy, he didn't succeed, bro. He's never going to come out of that situation that he's in right now unless he gets a girlfriend, and that ain't going to happen. I'm sorry. And like I said, he's there for life. I hate to say that about the brother, but, you know, he's not coming out of that. Because look at the years went by, he still ain't got a woman. Damn. He's going to continue to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of mucus in my throat right now. Is that thing open right now? I'm sorry, guys. I need we're gonna work out today, though. See if the store right there open, man. And get me a Rockstar. I'm sorry, I knew I wouldn't cut down on the Rockstar, but I needed to work out, goddammit. Shit. I don't like working out on a complete empty stomach. I need some caffeine and a little bit of sugar. I ain't gonna drink the whole entire can. Just drink just enough. Oh, he ain't open yet. Nope, he ain't open. Just remember, if you don't get on your grind, you're gonna be in your situation for a lifetime. Hey, that rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So get on your grind today. You know what I'm saying? You know, start going back to school. Humble yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Get back to being humble, willing to learn. That's all it is when you go into school. I'm willing to learn what they're about to teach me, man. You know what I'm saying? Or if school ain't for you, Hollywood would be a better choice. Maybe Hollywood would be a better choice. Become an actor. If you think you're funny enough, become a comedian. Start doing stand-up. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit around and do nothing and chase nothing your whole entire life. You feel me? What time is it? Okay, well, we're going to end this live, man, because I got to get in here, man. It's cold out here. You know, I should be out there flying a sign right now. Yeah, let's go fly a sign right now. We can keep going while I'm on my way to flying the sign. Get out here in the morning and do it. We'll come back later. You gotta be out here early. Here, go fly a sign right now. You feel me? So we'll keep it going for about another 10 minutes. You know, so he's been isolated for a very long time. And his mind is playing tricks on him. That's what happens, you know, you start seeing things. You start becoming paranoid and shit. You know, when you're isolated. You know, you start talking to yourself, you know, after a while. Because there's nobody to talk to. You know. So it could play some mean tricks on your mind, bro. Don't think that it can't when it can. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, he's closed right now. We'll come back later. I think we could go to the other 7-Eleven and get a, yeah, let's go to the other 7-Eleven and get a Rockstar. So we could keep it going for another 20 minutes, man. Yeah, I ain't got no food for you guys, seagulls. Sorry. I'm out of food. I had a wet dream last night. I was about to get it on with 2 females. And then I woke up. Shit. I was with 2 females and I started taking off my clothes and they started taking off their clothes. And then I guess one of the chicks said, "Oh shit, go to the bathroom." Somebody was coming on. I don't know what was going down, but I ran to the bathroom. I laid on the ground, then I woke up. Boy, for real, for real, for real. You guys gotta understand, it's not easy. Everybody's competing, man. That's why it's so hard to get a woman, man, nowadays. For a lot of men, bro. They're actually out here competing. Men are getting resources, money. That ain't never been, look, there's never been so many goddamn millionaires here in the Bay Area where I live in history. We got 300,000, or more than 300,000, like 370,000 millionaires. You wonder why things are so goddamn tough. Shit. We got well over 300,000 millionaires over here in the Bay Area. So that lets you know. That lets you know how competitive it is. Motherfuckers are out here getting money. They're getting their grind on, bro. They like, no, I'm not gonna be an incel or whatever the fuck shit you talking about. I'm getting up every single day. I'm chasing this bag. You're gonna be eating at the bottom, and I'm not. That's how a lot of motherfuckers think, bro. Oh, I'm going to school for computer science. I'm gonna become a techie. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm not gonna be at the bottom, holding my dick and eating scraps. You feel what I'm saying? Is that thing open? Because I guess we can go for like a latte or something. A cappuccino. A warm one. So I'm saying, man, like I said, man, motherfuckers they out here competing in every single way. On every single level, bro. You see what I'm saying? On every single level, they're competing. Anytime you see a nigga going to school, he competing. When you see a motherfucker out there trying to make it in Hollywood and he doing the best that he can, and he out there showing up to all the all the auditions and shit like that, he's competing, bro. He's competing. He said, no, I'm not gonna be poor my whole entire life. I want to eventually come out of this shit in the future. I'm pretty sure Kevin Hart, when he was on this grind doing stand-up comedy, he was like, in the future, I'm gonna get out. I'm an incel right now, but in the future, if I keep pushing for it, I will go out. I will get out. That's how he talks, right? I think I got it right. That's how he was thinking, bro. That's the same way I'm thinking. You get what I'm saying? If I keep pushing for it, I will get out. I'm an incel right now, but right now, I'm gonna make sure I can get all the benefits after I get my money. I want all the hoes and the clothes. For real. That's how he was thinking, bro. He kept going, and he got his big break. Then he became Kevin Hart. It was a lot of work involved, a lot of pursuing, a lot of waiting. But he finally got out of his incel world, bro, because he's 5'4". Anybody that's 5'4", bro, it's completely over for them. Like, that's an automatic death sentence based on your height. And I struggle because of my height. So I know if I'm struggling because of my height at 5'9", I know dudes who are 5'4" are struggling way harder than me. Way harder. Okay? Is it open? I guess they don't open up this at this time. It should be open. It should. Nope, I don't see no cars around. What time they open? What time they open? Because I want a latte or something. Or cappuccino. I want cappuccino. A warm one. Yeah, you know what? What's up with it, Captain Commander? What's up with it, Sean Breezy? Look, yeah, your dad, he didn't better himself before he started having children. I don't know. He could have got a dime piece. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to have children with, and that's the best thing to do, man. I don't want to. You know what, bro? I lied, man. I'm not gonna be out here dating average women when I got the bag, bro. And I seen what happens to motherfuckers who got bad genetics. They just, even if I got the bag and my kid is rich, he's still not gonna be able to experience you know, true love and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's still not gonna be able to experience that. So I want to make sure my kid is having a good life. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fuck a top tier female. I'm gonna have to be dating women that are eights, man, to give my kids the best chance at survival. You know, I want that access to better genes type of deal. You feel what I'm saying? The hell is that dude still on? What time is it, man? It's like 8 o'clock and he's over there still? Oh, come on, man. Really? Man. Yeah, this motherfucker's over there flying aside at my spot in the morning, man. Man, dude, this dude, he stays there all day. Like, bro, give somebody else a shot. You stay here all fucking day. I go get what I need and I leave, bro. Your fat ass be here for fucking, yeah, he's that dude's an NCL too, bro. See, guys, when you're not on the grind, you're gonna be out, you're gonna be out here for a lifetime. I'm gonna go over here and I'll fly a sign later, man. Shit. I got some money. Yeah, you're gonna be here. You're gonna be here for a lifetime, man. You feel me? You know, don't be in a situation until you turn old, man. It's like that's what's gonna happen if you don't get out there and start chasing that bag. Just pick something. Just maybe you might find passion in acting. Have you ever tried acting? Some of you guys? Go try it. Make an effort to like say, hey, where the acting classes at? You know, take a few months of acting classes and then get out there and start looking for auditions. I mean, damn, it's a click away, man. Shit, get online. Me, that's not me though. I'm not chasing the acting Hollywood dream. I got other things cooking. You know, I'm chasing jackpots. But for some of you guys, man, all you gotta do is show up to the audition and act out the role, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You could become a big time movie star in the future. But nobody's trying. See, if you don't never try, you'll never know. You could be a natural at acting. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that's why it's good for your parents to, you know, train you from when you were little, man. I mean, there's been some adults that got older and started chasing their dream, like Samuel L. Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He got his first break in Coming to America. And he was already like 30-something years old, man. You feel what I'm saying? So something snapped in him like, man, maybe I should try acting, bro. I ain't never really tried that. And he got his role, man. And Coming to America, that was the first time I seen Samuel L. Jackson. You know, yeah, it's so competitive out here. Yeah, it is competitive, Sean Breezy. That's why we got to chase that bag. We have to get it at all costs. Then it'll put you in a spot where you're the fucking top dog. You're in the 20%. Because I felt, you guys remember, I felt how it was to be in the 20% of men just by faking the funk, okay? You know, just by faking the funk. I felt how it was. Women gravitated towards me, bro. I walked into that bar and I had that glistening that diamond watch, or that diamond it wasn't no diamonds, it was sterling silver, plated gold, 18 karat. Uh, you know, it was a nice bracelet. It looked expensive. And I walked into that bar. First thing what happened, this Asian chick, she brought me a drink. She brought me around. That would have never had happened if I went in there looking broke, okay? So I have felt how it was to be in the top 20% of men, bro. I got girlfriends so easily. I had women gravitating to me. Like that one black chick I was dating, right? She must have had followed me to my car, bro. And she found out that I was driving a Scion, you know, and a Toyota Scion. And she must have had chirped off hella mad, because I guess I was selling wolf tickets. Told her I was a software engineer and shit, you know. I took her out to a nice expensive dinner. I was blinged out. I had a $300 watch, a $500 chain. I had some very nice shoes on. What was that? Oh yeah, they were what was those? Forgot. Echoes. Okay, Echo shoes. I think I paid about a couple of $100 for those shoes, man. They were nice, brown, shiny leather, right? You could see it in the dark. I had got stopped in my tracks because I was wearing those shoes by a female. Okay, so I know how it feels to be a part of the 20% that's out here getting all the women, okay? When you're in the top 20%, there's no struggle getting a woman or getting sex at all. There's no struggle at all. You don't feel nothing. You don't feel no struggle, you don't feel nothing, okay? But if you're not in the top 20%, women are backing away from you, bro. I told you, I felt how it felt. It felt good to be in the top 20%, bro. Even faking the funk, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Even faking the funk, it felt good to be in the top 20% of men. And I didn't want to leave, but I had to. But let me try to get inside the top 20% of men for real, though. And come back later when I'm really in the top 20%. That's why I took a time out from dating, man. Because I saw what I was getting. And I didn't like it. What's up, boss? Oh, sorry about that.
That's it?
That's it, bro.
What's that? Live on Facebook?
Huh? Oh, no, this is a little channel I got on YouTube.
How many views?
Like 5 people right down there watching.
It's still live?
Right now, yeah, it's live right now, yeah. We live, all the way live. Shit, a little nonsense. I mean, I'm just talking about getting your money on and stuff like that. That's on my channel. You know, that's it, man. Chasing the bag. I guess we could work out right now, man. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. To work out of the way. I'm gonna drink this Rockstar and we're gonna work the fuck out. Feel me? So that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of you motherfuckers gotta understand there is a way out. But you gotta take the hard way out. Feel what I'm saying? If you don't, you can end up in that situation forever. It will literally last a lifetime. That's why I'm warning you. I'm warning all the guys. Like, look, 27 years, that motherfucker, he ain't never getting out. He been doing it for 27 years. You know what I'm saying? He's been an incel or trapped inside of inceldom for 27 years. If he'd have been on this grind, he would have been got out by now. Like a long time ago. He would have got out in the early 2000s. But he decided not to do anything about it. So he stayed there. The lack of confidence, the lack of persistence, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they don't have that, man. They don't, you know, they lack that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that hard work pay off, man. And I take it that even chasing acting, that's hard work because you got to sit there and you got to read the script and you got to act that shit out. You feel me? You know, the fuck you looking at, faggot? You know what I mean? You know? That's why you gotta get the bag, man, at all costs. Ain't no time to be losing your whole entire life, man. Get that motherfucking bag, nigga. That's all you gotta do right now. Focus on that goddamn bag. You know, don't stay losing for 27 years, man. And change something about yourself. Start becoming more persistent at what you're doing. That's all you gotta do. Shit, chase the jackpot. Start buying scratchers. You know what I'm saying? And buy them in a boat too, you know? Just go in there and drop $100 on scratchers if you got an extra $100 somewhere. Or if you're good at numbers, start playing numbers and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it takes a lot of persistence to get the bag. That ain't no motherfucking joke, you feel me? We talking about every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Every single goddamn day, you chasing the bag. You feel me? And then, eventually you get it. And then there you go. You know, you got your foot in the door. You was persistent. But they just opened up. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I got my Rockstar. Women don't like losers, bro. They like winners. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your money and become a winner, bro. You feel me? That's what I'm gonna do. Once I get that bag, then what? Them bitches will be jocking me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes will be jocking me. All on my nuts. You know what I'm saying? All in my face. Laughing at every single joke that I tell and shit. You guys are following me around. I ain't got no food for you guys. These seagulls, they follow me everywhere I go. He got food. He got food. No, I don't. I'm not the food guy today, man. You know? That's a big ass seagull right there, man. That's a huge seagull. You be eating a whole lot, huh, man? You ain't never missing meals. For real, that's a huge seagull, bro. Like, yeah, he must weigh like at least 5 pounds. You feel me? So these guys, Steve, short, broad guy, they're all incels. And you're not gonna get out of inceldom without money. Sure, he can succeed, he can like drop weight. That can only give him a edge. It's not promised that he gonna get out of his situation. When you're out of your situation is when you have a girlfriend. That's when you're out of your situation. Until then, you're gonna lose your mind, bro. You feel me? You know, if you don't get out of your situation, bro, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. You know. Lose your mind. Like he didn't succeed, bro. He's losing his mind. That isolation is real. You know, being alone for that many years. Oh, I think he's been alone longer than me. I've been alone since 2017. Okay, and I think he's been alone for a long time. He's probably been alone for like 20 years already. I don't know when his last girlfriend was, man, but I could tell it's been well over probably 15, 20 years, man. You know? Let's get this workout over with right now. We need to work out right now. Feel me? You don't want to be like that, man. Trust me, bro. You need love in your life. You need a woman in your life. Without it, you are lost, bro. Without love in your life, you are lost. You one lost motherfucker, bro. Without companionship in your life, you are lost. You are nothing without it. Without sex in your life, you are nothing, bro. You just a shell of a man, bro. You need sex in your life. You need companionship. You need love. You need that Titanic love. You feel me? You need that poetic justice love. You know, with Tupac and Janet Jackson. You feel what I'm saying? You need that type of love, bro.
Wait.
The way they look at it, the way they look at each other and shit like that. When they look at each other, they in love with each other. They got that stare. They staring at each other. You need that type of love, man. You know. You need that type of love when Rose was staring at Jack and Jack put his hand on her cheek and looked into her eyes, and she looked into his eyes. You know, with care and discernment. You know. You need that type of love when a woman is loving you, man. You feel me? You need that type of love in your life. You don't have it, man. You're gonna go insane, bro. You feel me? That's what he's missing. He's missing love from a woman. He gonna go insane without that, bro. I don't see no Chaz and Tyrone talking the way he talking though. He's on some incel shit right now. Some real deep incel shit. You feel me? You know. He on some crazy incel shit. The only way he could come out of that is from a touch from a woman. You know. That's the only way he's gonna get out of that. You gotta work hard, man, and become something. That's all I gotta say. All the laziness, man, that's making you go crazy. Why be lazy, man? Why? Why not be persistent at something so you can come out of that situation? You could have been out by now, man. You're wasting all this goddamn time. You feel me? You're wasting all this goddamn time thinking about how bad the situation is, you feel me? Thinking about the past, you know, instead of thinking about the future. Like, man, I want to eventually come out of this shit, man, in the future. I might as well get on my grind right now. You know? They don't think like that. What time is it? They don't think like that. You know, they think like right now, right now, right now. Instead of thinking about in the future, in the future, in the future. You know, they think like that. That's why they continue to be in the situation that they're in, man. They don't think about the future. Like me, Kelcat, I know I'm going to get the bag in the future if I keep trying. You know what I'm saying? I might not get them now, but I'll get them down the stretch. You feel what I'm saying? I'll get them down the stretch. You know. Always the future, bro. Always. So anyway, I'm about to end this live because I just got here. I don't run my mouth too much, man. I gotta work out. I gotta work off the Halloween beer, the Halloween pizza, because we had a pizza and shit for Halloween. We had our own little Halloween over here. My homeboy Berto came along, and he put a face paint on. You know, he dressed up a little bit for Halloween. But we got to work this shit off right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go back to being fat like I was before. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, think about the future, man. You know, in the future, I just want to be out of my situation. I don't want to be here no more, man. You feel me? I don't want to be in this situation for the remaining years of my life. I told you that, man. This stuff can last a lifetime. What did Facing Elements say? What did Facing Elements say? Right? He said, in seldom, it's not just a few years. It is lifelong. It's like your whole entire life. Coasting through life, just being invisible to everybody. Somebody had said that. I watched something here on YouTube, and this one guy was like, being sub 5, it's like coasting. It's like coasting through life without anybody seeing you. Or just coasting through life invisible. That's what somebody had said. He on here, man. Shit. But anyway, it's 30 kicks each leg. Yeah, we about to do some side kicks today, man. Today's side kick day, front snap kick day. You feel me? What else? What we doing today? We're doing some squats. Yeah, we're gonna do some squats because I gotta keep my leg and stuff strong, man. You can't have weak legs, bro. Because when you kick somebody, you ain't got the strength in your legs. Kicks are just gonna bounce off people. I don't want to do that. I want to know when I kick, I'm breaking something. I'm breaking the arm. If your arm get in the way, you try to block it, I'm breaking your arm. If you open up if I kick you in the chest, I need to break a rib. You know what I'm saying? That'll stop you from attacking me. So kicks gotta be lethal, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, man. Exercise. What did Bruce Lee say? Bruce Lee said, you must do exercise daily if your body is to be a weapon. That's what he said. So you guys have a good day, man. I'm out, bro. I'm out. Be back on later.